pictures you could put on your wall, man. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'll show you the good ones. 1, 2. Stretch. Like a whole stretch, okay? Stretch all the way to being to the side, right? Oh, man. Heads coming off, all kinds of things, right? This one's good. This is another try. Here's a 1, 2, 3. Nasty, right? Nasty. Flea and all that kind of... And the other one, the other cherry blossom, right? Cherry blossom, okay. It's a pretty scary picture. I just need to... I can't forget this one. The corner of my mind. See this one? Look at this big man, female, right? This big man kind of crazy thing. Where's the... I like how this looks. I do. I like how that looks. That's why I was posting the Wanderer stuff. Go stretch on the field, right? It's maybe a hint towards the stretch because the stretch is pretty insane. The stretch is like a crazy highlight because it's a good side. I'm sure I'm gonna find another side, a lopper, but like lofting, kind of like hanging, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's good. That's all right. Very tiny. That's good. It has to be up. I know, right? I know. That's Mewtwo. Can you? I don't know what to say about that. Well, what do you want to say about that, right? What do you want to say about that? No. You know how you spell Mew, right? You got 3 letters. You can spell it the other 3 letters. Yeah, you can. Jeez. This one's cool to look at for Strange Journey reasons. Strange Journey is a beautiful game, by the way. It's a very important game. I like that one down there. I do. I like that one. Yeah, that's a pretty good highlight also. See? This is why they keep saying try and legs up. They're like, try, legs up, try, legs up. It's very creepy. It's just like, haha, get the leg up, haha. Like haha, stupid. Haha, how you doing? That looks cool. Jeez, that looks cool. I like the they're called, because everybody has what they want to know with like graphics and that and prefixes and all that. But see, I could even like that. See that right there? I'd be liking that because remember Mithra, right? So I'd be liking this because imagining just like you're just like, oh, Mithra, but then not seeing kind of like a face, like an actual face. Be like. Instead of being like, oh, okay. And Mithra does stand a certain way, by the way. She stands. There's like her jump leap, like the jump leap. Remember, they're gonna have to be pieced off each other, like getting off each other. Legs, whole creepy thing. Has a lot of creepy things to it. Kind of like it's almost like survival. There's our person. A person face. But yeah, it's a creepy picture. A person face. I don't even know what to say. It's pretty crazy. That's the good effects. See those effects? And notice how it's making an angle. I keep talking about stone. See, it's making like an angle. Stone's really cool. And yes, when you play Ocarina of Time and you go and you see the one guy that, you know, pick up the stone, it's crazy. I read that text, but like there's other texts that you read around that too, you know? Because what they can basically do is they can just show you kind of like an image, and then they show you the image. But I mean, like they'll show the image, but they'll be like, okay, well, let's put something else, you know, somewhere else, right? Hover. Oh gosh, hover. I'd put Demi next to Shin Megami Tensei. We can do that. Heck yeah. Yeah. They don't have to complete it either, you know. That's why maybe it's just to be like a lofter, kind of like a lofter, just like lofting to the side. So eventually you get to stretch. This has a pretty good momentum right here. It doesn't need to be complete. See how that's up there? It does not need to be complete. And then it's maybe helping out because it's uni, of course. But like uni, the crazy thing about uni is that uni, the actual uni versus the Xenoblade uni, okay? The actual uni is like very scary, of course. Of course, it's very scary. You have a bird, right? You have all kinds of things. You have legs, right? But the scary thing about uni, okay? Is that we get back to our halves, okay? Now, Apex Legend people, I gotta say though, like the game is good. Like, I mean, but you can only expect, you know what I'm saying? You can only expect people to hack your online game because Apex has good moments. There's some good moments that you do when you're playing Apex Legends, and the hacks that are happening, it's pretty crazy. There is a lot of good effort that they put into Apex Legends. 1, 2. But yeah, Hershey Kisses, silver, you know, silver Hershey Kisses. Like you unwrap a Hershey Kiss. But yeah, Apex Legends, they don't really play around. Like I'm pretty sure they're a little angry at the hacker stuff. But you know that happens almost in every life cycle. I don't think it's something you can really determine a video game on because every life cycle, even Conduit had a bunch of hackers and they would fly around and everything. So it's really like it's kind of like I don't know. I mean, like normally shooters just always have a hacker. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what shooter game it is; they're gonna most likely get a hacker. That's just how it is. They're just gonna be like, okay, well, we got a hacker. But yeah, I think Erdtree fans would love this. I love this, so I think Erdtree fans would love all of this. This is kind of cool because it's like see how it's a kind of like a continuation. 1, 2, 1, 2. That looks crazy. That looks crazy. This to me is like, okay, the bird has gone too far, right? The bird has gotten creepy, but the bird has gone too far because this is kind of like this is kind of almost like, okay, we could say maybe a cultural thing, right? But we could also say, because Fry is in Splatoon 3, Fry is for like the Splatfest, and there's gonna be a new Splatfest coming out, but like the body type to Fry, you know, Fry has a certain body type. So, yeah, there's that. And that's where I'm like, use your imagination here, people. This is a pretty crazy one right here. Use your imagination. There's a lot of examples. Don't get me started on the names of females, like actual real, you know, human females that you could think about. You know what I'm saying? You could think about and you'd be like, yeah, I've seen this before somewhere, right? There's there is two significant, like, would they talk about a transgender situation right here? See what I'm saying? Right now, all this is crazy. Strange Journey, right? The game's called Strange Journey. Would they talk about a transgender right now because they have a spot to where, like, would they talk about that? The corner of your mind. See, it's the corner of your mind, right? But would they actually put a spot right here on an online game? That's another thing. And this one's very creepy. The MEO game will come out this month, right? So there's going to be some crazy things. You could do a lot of crazy things with those kind of games. And of course we look at this, right? Because I mean, it's the Mario Sunshine girl gets crazier and crazier every time you look at her. There's a reason for her placement. You know what I'm saying? They have to have a placement for her in the first trailer. So they do a placement. There's a ton of placements. When you get really in detailed about nerdy stuff, they're going to put a placement to a placement to a placement. They're going to put a shell, another shell, and then another shell, and then they're going to put another shell, you know? And that's how we get like our scenarios. Remember, Mortal Kombat, the DLC is coming out. That will be coming out, and it's going to have a bunch of 1-2s. It's going to have a bunch of 1-2s. So all the voice acting lines, and depending on what they want to do for that, you know? Scream. I think the cool thing too about Scream is not just like the mask. The cool thing about Scream is when you think about versus just video games, right? But you think about that time era. You think about the time era when Scream came out, right? And all the things that were said about Scream, the phone calls, all the crazy things about Scream. You have the what's up, that kind of thing. The what's up, yeah. So they're going to have the Conan's good, the Conan whatever Exile. That game, every chance I get a chance to play that game's pretty fun. I really understand that game. That game's good, and that's a common example. See, that's what irritates people. What irritates people normally is you're trying. Look, we got a cutoff. I love cutoffs. Aren't cutoffs beautiful? They're so pretty. That's a pretty cutoff. This is probably the highlight because it's just a cutoff. You can actually cut it off and then get that. That's one of the highlights. But if you were to put like an idea from me, this is coming from me, okay? You can spend money on a video game, right? But you can also not spend money on a video game, okay? So you can either spend money on a video game or not spend money on a video game. But most of the times, I'm going to tell you, most of the times when I don't spend money on a video games, it's been fun. But if I spend money on a video game, it can be still fun. But like, it's kind of like, right? Now, we were talking about female, right? Isn't it crazy that we could look back at Hanger? But we were talking about, you know what I'm saying? We were talking about an actual female, like an actual video star, like another video star. But like, it's also a common stretch. There are good stretches too. By the way, there's these yoga stretches. See, we could get to Zumba. I don't know how we could get to Zumba, but we could get to Zumba. But there are common like stretches that you do for core training. It's bodybuilding, and you do like these certain stances. It depends on what stance. Of course, we got the Super Smash Brothers stuff, right? But like, there's these common things that you do, and it's building your body, and it's how you spend your time. There is an art to slow. That's the whole mechanic behind slow. Because Shin Megami Tensei, the whole thing that you say with Shin Megami Tensei, okay? The whole thing with Shin Megami Tensei is it's going to be about human life. It's going to be about the ideas of human life. There are ideas. Do you want to go really fast when you're exercising? Do you want to go really slow when you're exercising? There's two different things you have to study. You have to study slow. And if you don't study slow exercising, because I know exercising, I know a lot about exercising. The only thing that you do in exercising is, it's crazy. If you decide I don't want a slow regiment, if I don't want a slow regiment of an exercise with my exercise, if I don't want slow and I don't want to add slow with my fast, it's not going to matter, because you have to add weightlifting and then you have to have kind of like a cardio schedule. So you have to have both of them. You have to have a cardio schedule and you have to have a weightlifting schedule. And once you do them together, that's when it gets good. But if you just choose not to do that and you don't make an effort, then you basically go, you basically go like with no process. So all your progress, it's like, I'll tell you, this video is so good and scary. Like, see how scary that is right there? That's uni jump. It's like a uni jump, but slow jump, slow uni. You got to try and get, like, the evil creature has to go and try and get you somehow, it has to go and get you. There's a whole thing behind slow. But here's the thing I'm going to put something funny in this video too. Watch this. I'll put something a little bit funny, just a little bit. It's cute. It's adorable when you don't say my name. That's fine. That's nothing new to me, man. You don't want to say my name. The guy, me speaking in this video, you don't want to say my name. That's fine by me. That's fine by me. You don't want to talk my name. You don't want to talk my name. That's fine. But the thing about you is that I got better key elements than you, check. I have a better diet schedule than you, check. You don't know who I'm talking to right now, right? You guys don't know who I'm talking. This is what's crazy. This is the stuff we like to hear, right? But I don't have to say their names. Of course I don't have to say their names. But I got a better diet schedule than you, check. I got better exercises than you. I got better videos than you, check. All you got is what you think you got. What you think you have there. And then when you talk to your other friend, but you wasted your time when you could have been talking to me, but the other one's too chicken to talk to me, but you don't have no cojones. So maybe when you go talk to your wife and find out that you have no testosterone because you can't talk to me, that's what's funny. So maybe you try and talk to a man for once, and then you go talk to that wimp. You go talk to that wimp, but you sit here, you talk to me, man. You talk to me. That's the crazy part. Don't you ever think? Now, don't worry. I'll add a food type for you. Okay, I'll add a food type. Let me say something. Ooh, were those potato fries good? I hope those potato fries were good. Yeah, there are two angles, by the way. Oh, I hope those French fries tasted good. I hope they were so good for you, because I already know when you ate those French fries, you wasted and took time out of your life. But you don't understand that. You don't understand that. You think too much about that. You think about, wow, I'm gonna eat a plate of French fries, but guess what happened when you ate those French fries? You got oil. I know one thing. You were to that toilet. See what I'm saying? I know you were right there sitting on that toilet. That's what I know. I know about potatoes. You were eating no raw potatoes. You were eating hot fries.